Hey there, it's Jim Nicehanger. I'm here with Sean Lowe today, and what we're going to be talking about is Sean wants to help send more great people to Ronin, which is one of Travis Sago's groups and training programs for really how to create partnerships where each person brings what they're best at and partner with people who are great at other things so that we're leveraging resources. Everybody's doing the minimum amount of work, but on the things that are their specialty. And so in deals that everybody gets paid well. And so this is what Sean wants to send folks over there. And so we're going to talk a bit about how to position Ronin. And so should be a fun and interesting conversation. So welcome, Sean. Glad to have you here.
Thank you, Jim. I'm happy to be here.
All right, great. Okay, so Sean and I talked for a couple minutes and I got a little head start here. And so as usual, we're going to start with the Hell Island GPS, and you might not be able to read this perfectly, but basically in here um, for the two questions, who are your best customers and what problem do you solve? And so I started off here typing in for Sean. My best customers are smart people who really want to do well in online marketing. They want to escape being trapped in jobs where their time isn't their own. They're usually in their upper 20s or 30s. They don't want to replace their jobs where they have just one boss, supposedly quote unquote working for themselves, but having 1,000 bosses. And they also don't want to learn everything that's needed to succeed with their own business. They want to specialize in what they're good at and make great money from that. So being able to make great money by being focused instead of trying to learn everything. And so I'm just going to hit enter into the Hell Island GPS and we'll see what it starts us off with here. Thinking. There we go. All right, as usual, starting with a bunch of stuff. All right, so we're here identifying the problem and its pain points, the trapped professional's dilemma. Um, so I just have a question about this word here because sometimes people in their 20s and 30s don't think of themselves maybe as professionals. They might think of them like the smart person's like employment trap or something like that might be a little bit more appealing to them. What do you think about that, Sean? Do you and the people in your age group, do you kind of think of yourself as professionals or not?
Not particularly.
That's
Not for,
kind of what I thought. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. So then we know already we'd want to work on some of the wording there. And so then sit in a cubicle or home office, watching the day click by, feeling their creativity drain away, dragging themselves to another Zoom meeting that could have been an email, expertise being wasted on tasks any entry level person could do. Salary increases are pathetic compared to what they could make on their own.
Oh, yes. This I can relate to, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. And missing kids' soccer games because of urgent client meetings. So that one, I don't know that that applies to a lot of these people because a lot of them don't have kids. Of course, some would, but then
Yeah.
yeah, vacation time getting interrupted, trading their best hours for a mediocre paycheck. To me, that feels like it's big there. Side hustles die because they're too exhausted after work.
Mhm.
LinkedIn shows years of experience, but their bank account doesn't reflect it.
That one's good.
Yeah. So to me, like this thing, we're going to ask it for some refinement here for sure. But so yeah, a lot of them do have partners tired of hearing about work frustrations for sure, watching entrepreneurial friends living life on their terms while they're stuck in meeting hell. Yeah. Family doesn't understand why they're always too busy, but not getting ahead. Become the person who's always cancels plans, get creative, their creative ideas get shot down in meetings by people who know less than them. How's this stuff landing?
Oh, it's pretty good. I
Okay.
love
Okay,
it.
great. Good, good. Identity issues. Know they're capable of more, but feel stuck in the corporate hamster wheel. Dreams of building something meaningful are fading with each year. Becoming known as a reliable employee instead of the innovative leader. Um, and so instead of professional identity, I would say kind of like their identity is tied to their job rather than their capabilities. Yep.
Hmm.
And starting to accept mediocrity as their new normal.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's no good.
yep. And so, yep, painful daily experiences watching less qualified colleagues get promoted because they play politics better. Sitting through another training session. Yep.
Hmm.
Okay. Interrupted by Slack messages. Are you on some of those channels as well in your job or?
Luckily not.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good. But yeah,
yeah,
I know a lot of people are. So having to ask permission to attend could be their child's school event. It could be just anything that pops up, but having to ask permission.
yes,
And I know that when I was an employee, this was a frustrating thing to me. Explaining basic concepts to managers who won't listen.
yeah,
Yeah, getting
yeah.
feedback from people who've never done their job, being told they're too valuable in their current role to move up. Yeah. Wow. Okay. This is hitting. So, yep. How many more years of savings they need before they can quit? And I don't know if this is like in that age group. I don't think people are. I don't know. Well, I guess like how much more savings do I need to quit? Yeah. So it's true. I was thinking like thinking about it like retirement, but it's not like, okay,
Yeah,
how much money do I need so I can quit this thing?
yeah. To be
Hmm.
more free. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Yep. And then yep. So watching their monthly expenses rise while the salary stays flat, seeing their friends have successful businesses, but they feel like they're playing it safe, realizing an emergency fund wouldn't last 3 months if they lost their job,
Hmm.
paying for certifications that don't actually increase their earning potential, sorry.
Yep.
And then so a lot of commuting, losing their best creative hours,
Hmm.
um, missing dinner with family and friends, spending weekends recovering from the work week instead of building their future. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Then emotional pains, feeling like an imposter in their own area of expertise, dreading Monday mornings from, I know you and I, we even had some chats about this thing of when we were
Yeah.
setting up our time here. Yep. And
Yep.
so, and yep, watching their passion project collect dust, being too drained to work on their escape plan, feeling guilty for wanting more, wondering if they've lost their entrepreneurial spirit, fear of becoming obsolete. Yep. Okay. All right. There are so many things here, and I'm going to send all of this to you. And so I don't want to just keep reading, but what I'm going to
Yep.
ask it to do is to give us a some refinement here because these people don't necessarily view themselves as professional, but as smart people stuck in dead end jobs. So please, yeah, please adjust this a bit. These people don't really view themselves as professionals, more like smart people who are wasting away in dead end jobs without a escape hatch. Let's say that. Oh yeah, the trap smart person's dilemma. Okay, kind of what we were saying above. Yep. Smartest
Mhm.
person in their dead end job, yet they're making the same as everybody else. Brain is rotting away due to mindless tasks. Scroll through social media during breaks, seeing others build online businesses. Their potential is wasting away in a job that a trained monkey could do.
That one is great.
Yeah. And
Oh, I love
and
it.
yeah, doing data entry when they could solve real problems. Their ideas get ignored. Watching YouTube
Uh-huh.
videos about marketing business between mind-numbing tasks. Manager keeps giving them more work because you're so good at it. Bills keep them trapped. Okay.
Sorry, sorry to interrupt. I love
Yeah,
that
go ahead.
data entry one because that's basically part of my job is data entry. So
Right. Okay.
that one really hit home for me.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. No. No. And yeah. And just yeah, keep jumping in whenever you want to here. But yeah.
Yep.
So this feels like it's like capturing it just a little more, like just that little tweak. And to me,
Yeah.
that's like an important piece that a lot of people miss with this
Yep.
is that like with using the tools, whatever output we get, then we want to tweak. And usually for me with Hell Island, I look right at that first part first, where it's like where it's naming the dilemma and then
Hmm.
how they describe it. And so from there is usually
Yep.
the best place to see like, okay, we need a little adjustment here. And then when
Yep.
we adjust that one, it dials in the rest of the stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All
Great.
right. Cool. So then all right. So this is really like the stuff was great before and it's just it's going to be slightly refined. So, yep, seeing 22-year-olds on TikTok making bank with online businesses. Yep. Hmm. Can't afford to take risks because rent and car payments. Yep. Cool. All right. Great, great. So, yep, and dream crushing pains. Uh-huh. Seeing another, I quit my job and now making six figures online post, having business ideas, but no clue how to start. Yep. Hmm. All right. So, okay. So now, just the thing that I just want to think about here in our conversation is that so you guys and your age group and your guys' expertise, you bring something very different to the party than me because I'm
Hmm.
60 now. I'm almost twice your age. And
Yep.
so I bring different things. Whereas to me, like with Ronan, there are just so many opportunities with people who are established for longer to come in with these fresh ideas and new perspectives. And you guys grew up in the digital world where people my age we had to adapt to the digital world. And so so there's some unique things for sure that you guys bring to this. And so what I'm going to do is just right here in the Hell Island tool, I want to just ask it to start giving me a bunch of ideas for how this group of people we're talking about can be the most valuable for people like me that are in my age group that we have certain things that we bring to the table, but how it becomes powerful for us with what you guys show up to, because this will then help you start appealing to your people of like, hey, you you might not even be thinking about it, but there are some older people who are more successful online, but they need our help. Here's how we can help them. So it's kind of can get them excited. That makes sense?
Yeah, sure. Sounds
Cool.
good.
Cool. All right, great. Okay, so what? I would like next is for you to start giving me ideas about how me and people in my age group, 20s and 30s, with um, our new perspectives and understanding of the online world, um, how we can be really powerful partners on online projects and uh, um, let's see, what do I want to say? Powerful partners on in collaborations with experienced older people who are in their 50, let's see, I'm going to say this 40s, 50s, and 60s who have established themselves but don't see the opportunities that we see. Let's just see what that gives us here. I think it's going to give us some pretty good talking points. Okay, yep. So this is yep. So the collaboration opportunity and pain points, the digital native plus the experience gap. And so older pros have deep experience in their businesses, but stuck in 2010. They built solid businesses, but can't crack the code of modern attention. Definitely a lot of that. Their Instagram looks like a corporate brochure while their competition is crushing on TikTok. Wisdom is trapped in long form content wall. Market wants bite sized value. Yeah. Practical issues. Email list is dying because they don't know how to engage new audiences. Content strategy is post and pray. Sales process purely referral based or cold calling. Brand voice sounds like a corporate robot. Um, okay. Yeah. Okay. So bridge opportunities. Understand complex topics that get oversimplified online. Their deep knowledge can be turned into short viral content. Their case studies can be gold mines for storytelling content. Okay. It looks like this thing once in a while it does this. It gets a little bit of interrupted, especially on Fridays. For some reason, there's a
Okay.
lot of people online Fridays, so I think it didn't do the whole thing for me here. So what happens when it does that, just so you know, is I just do a refresh and I come back here and then it shows us where, okay, see, it didn't put that next part in there. And so I'm going to paste it again, hit it again, and then it'll redo that command that we just gave it.
That's all right.
Because yeah, it felt like, okay, you're starting to get into detail, and then it stopped too early.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, now that's what I was expecting. I knew that one was too short. Okay, cool. So then yeah, identify the problem, its pain points, Yep. Generation bridge opportunity, cause and effect. So this is a lot of the same stuff that we just saw, of course. Practical issues, valuable content trapped in physical books, old PDFs. Marketing still relies heavily on speaking gigs, referrals, email lists unused. They don't know how to leverage it. Social media accounts are ghost towns. Expertise isn't reaching people. And so here are important things that you guys might not understand about people that are my age, right? Like
Yep.
sometimes we feel intimidated about the pace of online change. Um, we see, yeah, other people retiring, but we don't want to do that. We watch younger competitors with less experience get more attention. Like our network is shrinking as everything moves digital. We're losing touch with where the market hangs out. So all of these things are important for you guys to understand about partnering with us. It is
Yep.
like these social and emotional issues that we have, and so then um, collaborative opportunities, and right. So yeah. So my age, we do understand a lot more of human psychology, but you guys understand algorithm psychology. So we have proven frameworks. You know how to make them go viral, get attention. We have deep case studies. You guys know how to turn them into binge-worthy content. So all of these things is like,
Hmm.
if you have any of these skills, you understand algorithms, you know how to make content go viral, you know how to turn things into binge-worthy content, you, you, all of this stuff, then what you're doing is, yeah. So let me make sure that I'm saying this clearly because I feel like I kind of mixed up exactly what I want to say because this specific point that I want to get across here is so because you're reaching out to other people your age about Ronin. And so here are the points that I'm talking about right now that you can use to reach out to your people. Like, hey, if you understand algorithm psychology, if you know how to turn old crusty content into compelling content, if you have these things, I have this perfect opportunity for you to partner with people who are more experienced, more seasoned, who have email lists, who have expertise. And so then you can get a share of every sale that you can help them make. And these people are all gathered, a bunch of them, over 400 of them, are gathered in one place, waiting for people like us to show up and be able to help them. So it's kind of like that stuff.
Ah,
So
nice.
this is where like because that's an important part of just for you in presenting Ronin is like, hey, there's this place over here that not only are you going to learn a lot of other skills and how to create partnerships that can get you paid tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars, but
Hmm.
it's already filled with a bunch of people who need younger, fresh eyes like us.
Yep.
And so, yeah, so this recording, when I'll have it posted, and, I'll even make sure to get you the transcript of the recording because
Yep.
it'll save it automatically. So I'll get you the transcript. So you have both the transcript and the recording will be posted here in the Make 'em Beg to Buy group. So then you'll have all of this stuff because I know sometimes I talk kind of fast and we want to make sure you have access to all of it.
Yep.
Cool. Cool.
I never thought of it in that perspective though. That's great.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It
Yeah.
really opened my eyes and mind up.
Okay.
Right.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because yeah, what part of the thing that you're doing is like you have the keys and the introduction to a magical place for them to bring
Yeah.
their expertise, connect
Hmm.
with people who need their help, and be able to make a bunch of money by staying in their zone instead of figuring out how to start the business themselves. And
Yep.
so we want to position you as like you're the matchmaker in a way, like um and so just for example, like if you're in a conversation with somebody who's thinking about Ronin, like you can look inside of Ronin and say, okay, just by what you told me, like whatever a person to say, so you could say to them, hey, just with what you told me, I went and I looked in the group. I did a search that there's a person looking for this. There's a person looking for that. They want help with this. Like this
Mhm.
could be a perfect place for you so that you're like, you want to set yourself up as the matchmaker and
Yep.
be able to just search in Ronin on any topic and you can
Mhm.
find posts and you can even do like a small screenshot of somebody's post and like, see, look at this. There's a bunch more people in there.
Yep.
You want to learn more about this. So then you're like you're selling them the opportunity so that and helping them see what they're not seeing. So kind of like what I'm doing right now, helping you see this, then you're going
Yes.
to help them see, okay, hey, there's this big opportunity. Don't sleep on this thing.
Yes. That's great. Thanks, Jim.
Okay. Yep. You bet. Perfect. Perfect. So, okay. And then in here, yep. So, all right. So this is collaborative opportunities, digital translation powers. Yep. So we talked about those. Content transformation. Like, I don't know how many times Travis has said it, but there's so much old content out there. So many authors that have books that like just to like make it perfectly clear. Like Travis's book, we have the group of make 'em beg to buy people. You see what's happening in there just by all of the people. So it's still a small group of
Yep.
almost 700 people now, but all people who are buyers of this book. And so your people, you could reach out to people who have books or established authors who could be the ones to drive a bunch of people to start a school group. Like you could start and lead school groups based on this person's book, but you're
Yep.
creating the content, respinning the content that they have and
Yep.
making a great partnership right there. Like Travis talks about it all the time and you
Yes.
see it exactly
Yeah.
like that's one of the things that Travis and I are doing. He wrote the
Yep.
book. I'm leading the group. Okay.
Yes.
And yep, turning their stuff into YouTube series, transforming, yep, digestible social posts, creating meme worthy moments, yep, all of this stuff, packaging their expertise. Okay, so I just want to say something here that I want to make sure I connect a couple more dots for you. So,
Yep.
since you own the mini monopoly tools, so
Yep.
you can be then like if so this opens up a new world for you as well. So if you have people that have whatever creating viral short content, YouTube stuff, any of those things. But the problem is those people aren't going to have good messaging. So what you can do is you can be like the third person in the partnership. There's this established person who is an author that has thousands or tens of thousands or millions of readers of their book. You have this other person who can do some technical skills. You can be not only the matchmaker of those two, you can use the mini monopoly tools to help this person create the content. So you take the book content, drop it into the mini monopoly tools to help this person create the content. So then you get paid as part of the deal. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes. Definitely
Okay.
makes sense.
Okay, great. So yeah, the just like wanting to make sure that like two of the pieces here that I see are that you can be the matchmaker, of course, to get people to start coming to Ronin, which you want that. And then you can also be a person that makes the partnership work using even just the mini monopoly tools. And so then you get a chunk of the money that happens between the two because they wouldn't even know each other, much less they neither one of them would do as good without the what you can bring to the party with the mini monopoly tools.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Okay, then platform opportunities. Yep. So okay, yeah. So we we talked about that one, building online communities for authors, creating digital products for people, like all of this stuff. If you have young people that know these things like that, they're really needed. And then yeah. Oh, and then yeah, how do we translate expertise to younger audiences? I don't know how to do that. I don't know how the younger audiences is speak. And so, yep, modernizing things, adding tech
Yeah.
efficiency. Yep. So all of these things. Then and yeah, so here's the value exchange. Like, okay, so you can even tell
Mhm.
these people that you're talking about, like not only can you be part of this and make money, but you're going to get mentored by people. Like that's one of the most important parts of partnership. That's like even with Travis's partnerships with me, the biggest thing that I have got in addition to the money is his mentoring. And so guiding me through some things. And so that's what you guys are going to get out of showing up to this party as well. And
Yeah.
then yep, and you're bringing stuff that we need, of course. And then yeah. And so, yeah, then these growth accelerators here of combining their trust with our tech savvy, specific partnership models. Okay. So all of this is great. And so I'm just thinking of just because I don't want to like switch over to another tool right now. So what I'm going to do here is just in our last little bit of time is I want to just
Yep.
stay right here in the Hell Island GPS, but then I'm going to ask it something that will start giving you some more information here. And so then
Yep.
I'm gonna give you this Google Doc. You're gonna have the recording, and so you can go. You're gonna have all of this material to play with. But
Yep.
here's what I think is the best next step that'll give us something really good we can talk about here in our last little bit of time. Okay, so say, okay, that looks great. Now, what I need is for you to start giving me some great, um, yeah, content ideas. Here's exactly what I want to do. Okay. So this is the way I'm thinking about it. I think this is going to be helpful for you. So I
Yep.
want to have powerful, compelling messages for people in my age group, 20s and 30s, about these great hidden opportunities to partner with the established people in their 40s, 50s, 60s. um, Using everything from the last two sets of output please start writing a bunch of great messages for me to start reaching out to my to folks in the 20s and 30s age groups that get them excited about these new opportunities that they don't even know about. Okay. I think that's going to give us something pretty good.
That sounds good.
Okay. Yeah, and so once again, just as this thing is thinking, um, yeah, this once again just um pointing out the power of these tools. A lot of it comes just in the thinking of like what to ask it for.
Yep.
And just like and just for you and for anybody that watches the recording here is that see these tools are set up that they have some super smart brains based on Travis Sago's stuff, and so that's what we have running in the background. So you can't just go and do this stuff, as you know, like on Chat GPT or any of that stuff, because it doesn't have the brain in the background. It's
Hmm.
instead it just explores all the possibilities. And so
Yep.
this combination of the tools that we have here in the mini monopoly and then just thinking through the process and asking it smart questions, that's how we get amazing content. And so these examples that I'm doing here with you, Sean, and that I've done with other people, that's what I'm always doing is like, okay, how can I ask the smart questions that give us mind-blowing results?
Yep.
So anyway, all right, here. So then, all right, with all that I typed in, attention grabbing messages. Okay, great. So here I didn't know how it's going to do it. So right, so raw hook truths. They're stuck doing data entry while sitting on a gold mine of untapped opportunities. Smartest people in dead end jobs are perfectly positioned for this. Like, see how like if you put out those kind of messages to start off, like these are powerful hooks. That frustrating job might be the perfect launching pad. Being too smart for the current role isn't a curse; it's rocket fuel. Like the dead end job is actually the perfect observation post. I don't know that one. I don't like that one as much, but those first four I really like. And then, okay, so those are just like hooks that you can start with. And then, of course, you can bring them over here to the compelling content creator. So this is like, that's the power of this is that it gives us the stuff to feed into the fed up point treasure map, different and desirable way out, the only you identifier, the DM trigger creator that causes people to reach out because when we load the DM trigger creator with these powerful hooks, then that's when we get people DMing us. When we load the compelling content creator with these hooks, then it's creating better, more powerful content because we're giving it that context. So, anyway, then the story starter messages, financial reality hits, making $20 an hour doing mindless work, while successful people in their 50s are desperate for someone like you. Like they're drowning in student loans while seasoned experts can't figure out how to package their knowledge online. Oh,
Hmm.
just like these
Yeah.
things. And so what we're doing here is like we're crafting the specific messages for your people to get excited and
Yeah.
people who are in dead end or frustrating jobs, they want to get excited. They want to feel something that makes them feel alive. And so that's a big part of what's happening here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boss thinks they're overqualified. maybe even boss thinks they're a pain in the ass, but successful business owners think they're a godsend.
Mhm.
Watch how to start a business videos during lunch. What if they could partner with someone who's already built one? Like just so simple. How to spot opportunities. See that consultant still using PowerPoint from 2003? That's not a joke. That's an opportunity. So the things, this is just a good example of like the things that, okay, like we're making fun of stuff, but what if we stopped making fun and we saw the opportunities here?
Mhm.
And so you're bringing them to a community where this even becomes easier. So then, yeah, same thing. Outdated websites, local business owner, zero social media presence. Yeah. hmm Someone else sees old school businesses, they could be seeing ready-made opportunities. Like there's just money to be cashed in on here for your age group in these ways. So let's see. Yep, understanding TikTok, Instagram, digital marketing, all of this. Yeah, I mean, this stuff is just really great. And
Yeah.
instead of reading it all to you here, people, if they're watching the recording, they can pause the screen and read some of it.
Mhm.
I'm going to copy this into a file for you with all of this stuff. And yeah, so there's just the categories here: reality check messages, future vision messages, action catalyst messages, mindset shift messages,
Mhm.
practical edge messages, strategy spark messages, power dynamic shifts, message tap. These messages tap into the pain of feeling underutilized, the frustration of watching opportunities pass by, the desire for meaningful work, the appeal of skipping the traditional career ladder, the allure of turning current skills into real business assets, the excitement of finding hidden opportunities others miss. And so, with this, you're a smart guy, so I'm sure you already see how you're going to be able
Yeah.
to just take all of this stuff and load it into the other tools, and it's just going to create amazing content for you and hopefully make it easy for you to get the people that you want excited about Ronin so that they show up over there and are ready to get started.
Definitely.
Cool. Cool. So any other thoughts in here? And definitely, like, I'm available. You can send me questions on DM, all of that, so that if you need any help with this. But what happened to me? So before I ask you, I was just going to tell you what happened to me because it happens almost every time. Is
Yep.
that when we get the specifics? So I just asked you for some specifics. We get those specifics, and then we go through the tools with good questions. My mind is blown by the output every time. And it's stuff like, I'm pretty good at marketing, but this stuff is like so many powerful hooks and angles and different directions that I would have never thought of. And
Mhm.
so that's the big thing I got. And so just anything you want to share, any thoughts about like how this landed for you?
I feel it pretty much clears my mind and change my perspective of the way of looking at things.
Uh-huh.
Not as black and white. I could look at different other angles. So
Uh-huh.
therefore, I could better um, get my message across to my audience. That's the main
Yeah.
thing about this session. It's great.
Okay, great, great. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like these points here that the last ones that I talked about, like, yeah, this is the stuff that all of us, no matter how good we are, we miss that we need to tap into these things. And that's what the tools allow us to do. Like there's okay, the tools make it easy for us
Yep.
and take all of that hard work off our plate with so much of the just figuring out different angles and hooks. And
Hmm.
so anyway, so yeah, like I said, I'll get this put into a Google Doc. I'll share that with you. I'll get the
Yep.
recording posted in the group. I'll also download and send you the transcript, Sean. And then yeah, this was fun, and it is just like I'm glad we got the chance to do this, and I see a lot of bright opportunities for you just with this work we did.
Yeah. I look forward to it. Thank you very much, Jim.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Bye, Sean.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.